What's going on, everybody? David here from Bluckers Videos and Toys, and today we have another mail call for y'all. And this time, this is coming from one of my good friends and fellow toy collector, the Toy Don, Dondi, from Toys, Anime, and Gaming. So, check out this wonderful box that he sent me. Stuff that I really wanted to try out. So he was kind enough to send me a 6-pack of instant pancit Canton. It's chili mancine flavor from Lucky Me. Thank you, Dondi. Thank you for sending this over for me so I can give this a try. And so what we're going to... No, I'm just kidding. This is just a box of that he packed all the goodies in. At least I think that's what it is. So this is too convincing. Anyways... all jokes aside, let's go ahead and crack this thing open and do what we normally do. We're just going to open this thing live, and we're just going to go through this and see what he has sent me. Now, there's maybe like one or maybe two items that I remember because this box was been put together for a long time, and I know there was a couple of things that I bought from him. Those are like the only two items that I remember. But as far as anything else, it's extra because this is a pretty big box, and I know those two items don't take up that much room. So we'll see what else kind of extras that he thrown in for me. So yes, I do purchase stuff from my friends because I do want to support them and what they're selling, And so anytime that my friends have stuff to sell, I always try to make sure that I support them by purchasing things and items that I would like for my collection from them. So that goes a long way too. So if you have any friends that that sell stuff that's in the same hobby business as you are, be kind and support them. Anyways, so let's go ahead and open this up. So like I said, we're doing this live, and we are doing this during the winter storm that we have coming. So by the time this uploads and y'all view this, we'll probably be right in the middle of it. Because as of right now, today, as I'm recording, it is snowing, or it has snowed. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I see a couple things here that I wasn't expecting, but I appreciate it. And wow. Especially this one item that was just beaming with colors. Let's see. So, instead of me tipping over like I usually would, I'm just going to go ahead and just pull these out one at a time because it'd just be better that way. Because everything would fall out. Great packing, by the way. Alright, so this is the first item that I purchased from him. And one of the items I purchased from him. So when he said he has this, I said, you know what? I gotta have this in my collection. So this is from San Francisco Toy Makers, and this is the WCW World Championship Wrestling 2-pack with Kevin Nash and Diamond Dallas Page, and this is from the World War III set. And it says wrestling ring included, easy to assemble. So this should be a fun set to put together. I don't know if I'm going to open this or not, but when he showed me this, that he got this, I said, you know what, I gotta have this. And so here's the back of it. Let's go ahead and move this up a little bit so we can see what we got a little closer. So, ring included, easy to assemble. And then it says real wrestling sounds. And then here are all the wrestlers that you can get. So I do would like to collect all of these. Because these were the first one. Well, no. I wouldn't say the first one. These are the first articulated figures that San Francisco Toy Makers did, because they also did the LJN style figures, and they did the ECW figures. So I do want to get those too as well, because I only have Taz, so I would like to get the rest of them. So, They're fairly inexpensive, but they're hard to find. So, all right, so let's go ahead and set this aside. And oh my goodness, what is this big thing? I don't know what this is. But whatever it is, it's pretty cool. And wow, this has to. My only thing I can think of, this has to be something for Avatar. And it's like a remote control thing. What am I talking about? Is this dragon-like creature? This was like one of the first items I saw. So I believe this is a remote control dragon from Avatar. But just by the aesthetics of it looks the way it looks. So that's what I'm assuming. So I don't know how this works. So I'm going to have to spend some time playing with it. But it looks very nice. And I guess got some articulation to it. And so I'm going to do some research on this thing. So this thing is really cool. Does it work? I don't know. There's the batteries down there. So let's see. I might have to do a separate video on this thing once I figure out how to do this. Ace. It's an Alpine. Okay, did we see that? But I guess this is the company that made this thing. But it looks very cool. So thank you so much, Dondi. I really do appreciate this. Once I figure out how to do this or work this thing, and after I do some research, I think I'll do a video on this. Because this is my first time ever seeing something like this. So thank you so much, Dondi, for this. To go to my Avatar collection. Alright, let's put that aside. And let's go ahead and pull out this. Excuse me. All right, so I totally forgot about this. So I know he said that he had this and on his eBay store, and I don't think anybody picked it up because it's a shame because it's in great condition. And he asked me if I would like to have it, and I said yes, I would, because Allosaurus is probably my favorite carnivore out there. I know a lot of people love the T-Rex and stuff, but I grew up loving the Allosaurus, you know. And so very happy to have this in the collection. I do have this one loose. So to get one that's carded, and this came out in 2018. So this will go on the shelf like this, along with the loose one. And I really do love this dinosaur. And I love this, the aesthetics of the packaging and stuff. I even did a review. So if you would like to check that out, I will link the review in the description below. So that way, if you're interested in checking out that video, you may. So, so you can get my full take on this thing. All right. Thank you, Donnie, for adding this to the box. I really appreciate that. Let's go ahead and move that right there. And let's see what else we have here. So he did see this, and he asked anybody in one of our chats that if we were interested in getting one, and he threw this in, and I said yes because I wanted to do a custom with this one particular figure. Because even though I already have one, you can't go wrong with having an extra one because, you know, like I said, I want to do a custom with these, with this one. And so this is the Turtles of Gray Skull Super Shredder, the Mutant Serpent Ninja Master. So I will be doing a custom with this. I just got to wait for one more thing to do it. Actually, I think I already have it. Never mind. But anyways, so thank you, Donnie, for picking this up for me and adding it to the box. I really appreciate it. So go ahead and set that guy right there. And then last but not least, the main item that I purchased from him. When he picked it up, he said he was going to add it. And I said, dude, I got to have this because it will further complete my collection that I have for this particular line. Because I love this movie so much. And I didn't know if and when I was going to get one, because I know there were times where I had saw like a few years ago on eBay that they were going for like $30, $25, but I never pulled the trigger for whatever reason. I don't know, because I'm a dummy like that. But when he had this, he gave me a pretty good deal for this particular figure. Yeah, because they're going for like probably as high as about $200 to maybe about 80, maybe $100 loose with no accessories at all. So for the deal that he gave me for this particular one, it was pretty good. So I could not pass that up. So let's go ahead and move this box aside. Man, I am ecstatic. Oh man, I can't. It's just because I'm very happy to finally be able to complete this, because I didn't even know if and when I was going to. Let me go ahead and just move this stuff out the way. All right, so the figure I'm talking about, I don't even know if it's working or not. We'll have to try it out here in a little bit, and maybe check the batteries and stuff, make sure. Cause I don't think he even bothered to test it to let me know if it is or isn't. But that's not the point. The point is that I actually have the figure itself working or not, And this is a very hard figure to come by. All right, so this is like one of my grails, and I finally got one thanks to Dondi, And so this is the Jack Slater from Last Action Hero. So this is the big boy, the talking one. And so finally have one in the collection. This Jack Slater pretty much completes my collection. Unless if you want to include all the gift boxes that they have with the vehicles and stuff and things like that. I guess you could say it's not complete. But if you're just doing the actual main line itself, then yes, it is complete. So thank you so much, Dondi, for picking this up and allowing me to get this from you, along with the WCW set. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for all the extras that you put in the box. I totally forgot about it. I was just mainly focused on the stuff that I was buying from you. But yeah, so kind of you to do this, and I really do appreciate everything you've done for me as far as for my collection. You don't get enough praise, enough that how much you help people out, especially with guys like me, to help with the collection. You're always willing to look for things for others and stuff when you don't have to and stuff, and you put others before yourself, and that just tells me what kind of person you are. That the person that I need to have on my side, my little circle, and guys like Tattoo Toy Hunter, Nathan Patton, Justin Kronk, and a slew of other people that have been there, RV, and Joe and Caleb. I haven't forgotten about y'all, and just people there that actually, been there to help support me, throughout this journey, even when I feel like I don't deserve it, like I know in the last video I did, I got super emotional about a lot of things, but it was the truth, that hit me hard, But again, I know every mail call video I do, I go through this, but it's the truth. If it wasn't for you guys and guys like Fred Hall, that have been there and been supportive of me since day one and continue to support me and watch my videos and comments and like them and even support me on Instagram and Facebook, things like that. That's incredible, and I appreciate that. That's what true friendship is. We support each other through all forms of platforms, regardless if it's repetitive. And I thank you guys. I thank you, Dondi, for being there. So, anyways, yeah, this is the haul. So I love everything. I mean, this is so cool to be able to add, you know, some more wrestling, vintage wrestling stuff, especially from WCW. I don't have a whole lot of WCW stuff, so that's one of the things I want to focus on, is trying to get a lot more WCW things. You know, got Jurassic World, you know, got Avatar, you know, and got Turtles of Grayskull, which was an amazing line. I wish it was continuing, but it's not. They've moved on to other things. And I got my Grail piece, the Jack Slater from Last Action Hero line, you know. And this is what Mattel did back in the days. This is like the mid 90s. So, but yeah. So let me know in the comments below what you think of this mail call, and what was your favorite item out of all these things. And don't forget, where's the wisdom? Buy what you love and not what you like, because if you buy what you like, you always end up getting rid of it. And I will catch y'all later.